When we came to this process 5 years ago, Russell was a school that students in our area often opted out of. Although we had been a strong school, we felt like we had been a strong school, educators were working hard and they were doing great work. Our overall problem solving capabilities were not very deep and wide. Good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing, Phyllis? Good morning. I love that shirt. Beautiful. And so when we came to this process, we had to envision a time and a place in school where kids could move seamlessly in and out of the help they need regardless of their labels, where the overall culture and climate was positive and productive, not only for the kids that came here, but also for our staff.
Because Russell is a fairly large school of approximately 830 to 40 students, and because we operate on the middle school model, we teach in teams, which means for the 7th grade there are 2 English teachers, 2 math teachers, 2 science teachers, etc. Each one of those teachers is then assigned to a team. The students are broken up, and students who belong to a team have the 4 same teachers throughout the day. What this allows for is greater communication on the team's behalf with their students, getting to know the same group, smaller group of students, and being able to intervene on their behalf and find out what their needs are and making sure that we provide those. With the middle school model, we have 7 class periods per day, 52 minutes per class period, and teachers therefore have 2 prep periods. One that is assigned for collaboration and team building, team meetings, problem solving, RTI, PBS, and the other that is your standard teacher preparation hour.
The teachers meet once a week as a team, specifically to discuss students and student success, student interventions. They have that one planning time every week that's committed to just that. It's not talking about field trips or parents. It's talking about student data. It's talking about student success. It's talking about student interventions. The child studies of the past are gone. We don't sit around and discuss the student. We sit around and discuss the student's data.
Because of the way we've designed our schedule and because of the way we operate our team meetings frequently with lots of communication, we don't have to wait for a certain set of test results to come back or a certain amount of paperwork to go through before we intervene on that child's behalf.
When we acknowledge a problem, we immediately begin to problem solve it. We immediately begin to collect data, open a line of communication with not only the teacher where the problem may be occurring, but also all of the teachers to get a feel for if this is happening in other places. We talk to the parents, we start interventions and collecting data. If they are working below grade level in reading or math, then we need to make sure that their foundation is built up in order for them to access what they need. That's where the interventions come in. If they need an intervention in multiplication facts, they'll get it. And that's how they can access now a 7th grade lesson in math, because they've received this intervention in math. It's more individualized, and you have to look at each student as a individual student.
All right, here we go. Who's up? William, you want to give it a try? I am a 7th grade math intervention teacher. That is my sole teaching job here. I teach 5 sections of 7th grade math intervention that are built into our daily schedule, just like a class. Students are not removed from their core math class to be part of the intervention class. It's scheduled throughout their day later on, which means that my students are getting basically 2 hours of math every day, their core math class and the intervention classroom. Within my intervention classroom, my job is twofold: to help them be successful in their current core math class at a 7th grade level, and to go back and target and fill skill gaps that they already have so that they can catch up and keep up and be successful in the future.
Well, my favorite thing is going on SM, Success Maker, and that helps you a lot. That'll bring up your scores, it'll teach you new math problems, and some kids don't get why I'm in it, but that's because they don't have to be in it. And I enjoy being in it because it helps you a lot.
RTI is a system for placing kids where they need to be academically and behaviorally and giving them the support that they need. With all the different interventions that we have out there, if you create an intervention menu, is what we call it here, an intervention menu, and you give them the right order, then it'll create good gains and it'll help the kid be more successful.
Because the RTI model is the three-tiered pyramid with both an academic side and a behavior side, we really focus on addressing both issues. This is absolutely critical in middle school. Oftentimes, our Tier 2 and Tier 3 kids have both academic struggles and behavior struggles throughout the day, and sometimes it's hard to differentiate between the two and find out if one is the cause of the other. Our positive behavior support systems that we have in place go hand in hand and overlap perfectly with the RTI problem-solving process. Oftentimes, the interventions we put in place have an academic aspect to them and a behavior aspect to them. Both of these are monitored by the team. Data is collected on both. So not only are we looking at academic marks, standardized tests, grade level progress, we're also monitoring and putting numeric data values with the behavior so that we can get accurate information on if that is interfering with a child's success.
At the beginning, I really didn't like school. I thought it was just like another day stuck into a building, but now I'm loving school.
I had a problem in math that this has helped me a lot. I don't have that problem anymore.
But every week you've done really well. Students respond extremely well, even at a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade level, to knowing where they are, seeing a goal, and seeing their achievement towards that goal.
They are tracking their progress. We graph every Friday. We have a graph for every student, and they're able to graph their progress. So at the beginning of each quarter, we'll set a goal. And remember that the goal of this program is to increase your grade level at least by half a grade level by the end of the quarter.
I've learned that I can achieve my goal if I really believe in myself. And I believe that if I try my hardest, I can reach my goal.
I'm starting to get the hang of it. My grades have improved. I have my average was C's and B's, but I'm A's and B's right now.
Not all students with needs are going to be qualified in special education. We can't expect that. The only students that we're going to be working with are students who are on IEPs. We have to expect that we come to a school to work with all kids, no matter the needs, no matter the label.
I feel much better about being able to address student issues. I feel like I have a process, tools, a team, colleagues in place. We're more aligned in our goals, our conversations are more clear, our interventions are more specific, and all of the things we're doing are therefore more effective. Teachers are very busy, but this process does not have to be cumbersome, time-consuming, or difficult. There are ways to get the information you're looking for without adding more tasks to your day. And ultimately, putting the right interventions in place makes your classroom a more pleasant place.
I have a purpose behind my teaching now. I'm very goal-driven with my teaching, short-term and long-term, and we connect with everybody now. We make our decisions based on data, and we also get more feedback from our students, parents, staff, and admin team. We're more systematic now.
You want to get in here and get as many of these key facts as you can because we're on a time.
With the RTI model, we've always said that every child can be successful, but now we're giving them a plan as to how you can be successful.
I guess I would want to inspire staffs everywhere that wherever you are, whatever you have or don't have, there's a way to bridge from here to where you see yourself going in terms of a successful school and programming that is dynamic and responsive to kids' needs.